So doubt, fear, and anxiety drop off just because you have more energy, more belief and confidence. But the root cause of doubt, fear, and anxiety is uncertainty. So to overcome uncertainty, we need to be vulnerable, okay with being vulnerable, and practice humility. And the way we practice humility and being vulnerable is being okay with whatever happens next. Being okay, but not being attached to the outcome. The outcome tomorrow, the outcome next week, like the outcome in my next trade, the outcome on when I go live. I'm never interested in the outcome. I'm interested in how I am as I go through the process. How present am I? That's the only thing that matters. How present am I in whatever I am doing? How present am I? The outcome is always likely to be better as long as I come from that place. How present am I with whatever I am doing now? Whether it's a trade, whether it's writing a book, whether it's doing some teaching with a client, one-to-one or in a group event. How present am I? That's the only thing that matters. The outcome's always going to be up there as long as you stay present in whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you're truly present in doing it. Like this letting go of the outcome is critical, because most people's doubt, fear, and anxiety is about what's going to happen in the future. They're worried about what might happen tomorrow, way before even tomorrow even starts. And most of the problems, therefore, are hypothetical. They're not real problems. Most of the problems are part of our imagination. And because we create these problems that are hypothetical problems, they don't even exist yet, we experience more doubt and fear and anxiety. It's the root cause for doubt, fear, and anxiety for most human beings, thinking about the future too much. I always say carpe diem, seize the day like there is no tomorrow. Anytime you catch yourself thinking about tomorrow, stop yourself. Remind yourself, wait for tomorrow to start. Okay, because you keep thinking about tomorrow, you get anxious about it. It can ruin your day to day. It can ruin your sleep at night time, which actually will affect tomorrow in a negative way already. So by thinking about tomorrow, because most of the things most people think about may happen are the negative outcomes. They always think about, the human beings have this tendency to think about what may go wrong. Not what may go right. They're worried about what may go wrong. Okay? And the reason is because human beings have become dysfunctional. Human beings have literally become dysfunctional like broken equipment. Always thinking about what may happen in the future. Always thinking about the past, always thinking about the future. Always looking at the past, okay, this went wrong last time, okay, it might happen again. And being in the moment is critical. Like being in the moment. You got to catch yourself. When you keep catching yourself referencing the past and thinking about the future, referencing the past, thinking about the future, whenever you catch your mind doing that, you just need to become aware of it happening. And the more you catch it, the more you'll be able to stop it happening. Okay? My mind still wanders into the past and into the future. Don't get me wrong, it happens. But when you get used to it happening all the time, you catch it, wait, and it doesn't go off in that direction. So you'll literally witness and observe. Okay, I'm starting to think about the future. Okay, I'll bring it back to the now. Okay, I'm starting to think about the past. Okay, I'll bring it back to the now. I'm starting to think about the future. I'll bring it back to the now. I'm starting to think about the past. I'll bring it back to the now. And you literally have to keep doing this. You have to keep bringing yourself back to the now until you stop moving in those directions so much. And what happens is when you practice doing this, you're programming your mind to do it automatically. So my mind, to some extent now, because I practice this all the time, I always catch my mind. And it's mainly your subconscious, not your conscious thinking that's doing it. It's your unconscious thinking, because it's got so used to doing it. So that's what I mean. It's like broken equipment. It's become dysfunctional because your unconscious mind is programmable. It will do whatever you teach it. So if you keep practicing always thinking about the past, thinking about the future, thinking about the past, thinking about the future, your unconscious mind has been programmed to be that way. So it will automatically do it without you telling it to. So you won't even try. Your mind, you will notice it will automatically think about the past, think about the future, think about the past, think about the future. Because it's your unconscious mind doing it. Your unconscious mind is doing it because it's become automatic. It's become habitual. We are habitual beings. Habitual. Human beings are creatures of habit. Whatever we practice doing with conscious effort will at some point become unconscious. And when it becomes unconscious, it becomes automatic. And the only way you can stop it from being automatic anymore is to become conscious of the unconscious. That is the path towards becoming super conscious. When you become conscious of what happens unconsciously. That is how you master your mind. When you start to become aware of what's happening on your unconscious mind's level, and you start to become aware of that, you become super conscious. The more and more you do it, the more super conscious you become. So you don't want to just be aware of your conscious thoughts. Okay, you'll know those. It's the unconscious thinking that's happening that you need to grasp. And this is like, you're not the only one. Every human being on this planet is doing this. Whether they admit it or not, doesn't matter. Every single client I have ever worked with says yes to this. I do this. I know it because I do it and I'm a human being. I know everyone does it. Everyone thinks about the past and thinks about the future way too much.